Hello, my name is Eren Castro. I'm going to be doing a informative essay about art and the different journeys on pursuing art. So the purpose of this speech is to explain to the reader and the audience about the three significant journeys to pursuing a successful art career. Um, the journey to becoming an artist is different for everyone, but there are various ways to becoming one. So one of the ways is becoming a apprentice. To becoming a successful apprentice for an already well-going artist slash master, being able to work for an artist is a great way to get exposure in the art world. One of the examples is um, the process. Being an apprentice will help you understand the process of creating art. So, for example, in a video by Vice called Chewing Gum Art with Dan Colin, he explains about his process, his painting process. This is what he quoted. I quoted from him. I did like the first lot of them, but then you kind of just like show people how to do them and work with them. And this is a good way to kind of get kind of the techniques of the artist. So working on their paintings will improve your work and also experiment. Um, for example, apprentices can use these techniques for their own artwork, like I just said. Another one is most of these successful artists usually give advice or critique about improving apprentices' art. For example, they'll give advice on how art is a business. Another example is they usually will critique the apprentice work on areas they can improve on. Representation. These successful artists already have connections in the audience to help their apprentices or their workers out to get their art out there and themselves out there. For example, apprentices will usually get representation by artists huge following on social media in the art world. Another example is the artist usually has connections to galleries or businesses to help get their apprentice get started. So we're going to transition. There is a second option for an artist to pursue their journey, and it's by attending an art school. Art school is kind of like this institution where a lot of students can go and to succeed in their art careers. Attending an art program is a second way an artist can become successful. Art schools provide a lot of internships, learning, and representation in its BFA or MFA programs. Internships, these schools provide a variety of internships and opportunities for the students. For example, in the website, the Fashion Institute of Technology website, the school has provided internships. So I just take a quote. Students have interned at Saturday Night Live, Refinery 29, Vice, Vogue, and etc. They could get internships for already successful artists or like becoming an apprentice from like my previous statement. Another way is while attending these art programs, students can learn and improve their artwork through assistance. In these classes, students go through a variety of assignments so they could experiment with their work. For example, the student called Clyde is a student from the Cooper Union and explains his experience in a short YouTube video by the Cooper Union. Quote, I really like having the space to be in to do all your work and learning and thinking. They can improve and finalize their work so they can be ready to present after they graduated. Representation. Art schools have ways to represent their students' work by social media and campus itself. Usually, on the school's media account or website, they represent their students' artwork and achievements. These schools often have student gallery shows and for each of their programs and grades, so many people can view their work in person. And so the next one, lastly, the third option for artists pursuing their journey is trying to be involved in their art community. Art community, the third option is the artist breaking into the art world by being active in their city's art community, by being involved in events and competitions. This is a great way for artists to gain experience. Art to gain experience. Events, artists, they could participate in events. Artists participating in art-related events could be a great way for the artist to be known in their city. For example, artists participating in their city's art and flea markets can be a great way to sell their own artwork. Here in El Paso, Texas, there are farmers market organizations called, for example, the El Paso Downtown Art and Farmers Market, where many artists just come around and just start selling their artwork and showing up and just showing it out to get their art out there. I have participated in one of these art markets, specifically that one, and it really helped me expose myself out there, and it really helped me out. Another example is being in part of city projects like Chalk the Block, where artists get to paint on the sidewalk. Competitions and shows is another way. Artists can participate in competition and shows so they can get rewards and representation. Participating in competitions could help artists receive rewards like money or even higher positions to get their art noticed. Another way is by their city's local galleries where they represent the city's artists to get represented. Connections. Whenever an artist gets involved with their art scene, they'll usually find some sort of connections along the way. For example, artists meet a person who is willing to purchase an artist's artwork of theirs so they can support them. Another example is a person who wants to help the artist by giving them opportunities so they can grow. These are the journeys. These are the most common journeys successful artists usually go through in their career. I guess the main points are artists' most common journeys are being an apprentice, attending art school, or being involved with their city's art opportunity. I just want to inform the reader and the audience to every artist to becoming a success is different. There's no like right path. Each one is just branching out, you know? I'd like the audience to decide on which journey is recommended or which one you see more of a benefit, whether it's for themselves or to others. Every artist goes through a variety of obstacles and options to getting closer to where they want to be. Even though there are three options to becoming a successful artist, it is up to them on which journey is more comfortable and enjoyable to them.